Hey, welcome everybody. Songs for the Wild.
Welcome to Songs for the Wild.
Yes. We're gonna hang here a little bit and have everybody join us. And then we'll kick things off formally here in a minute. But just wanted to say hi while people were getting settled and getting a drink and getting ready for some incredible ukulele.
Don't forget your ukuleles. There'll be a lot of opportunities to play along and sing along. We have some sing-alongs planned tonight. Everyone has been working so hard the past 2 weeks, sending in videos, some people writing original music for this concert today, and sharing their laughter and their stories of Westwind. We've got some great ones of, I don't want to spoil the surprises.
Yeah. Hold the surprises for
And also Craig and Sarah have been working non-stop.
Oh, man.
So we really want to give a big thank you to them.
These are miracle workers, yeah. But it's so nice to be with family and friends right now, and just creating community. Even when we can't put our arms around you, we are. Yeah. And the music's going to put their arms around you here for the next couple of hours.
Soon I'll stop playing. So we're going to start off with a video that Duncan made with Richard Wright.
Mm-hmm.
And behind us is a photo of Duncan's, an aerial photo of Duncan's from Westwind.
Yes, lest we forget. What an incredibly beautiful place. And no, we're not hanging 1,000 feet in the air. It's a pano that really shows just the incredible, extraordinary beauty of this place that's moved us all. And for those that don't know Westwind, welcome to Westwind. Hope you can be there in person with us sometime soon. I think we're going to go ahead and get started right about now. And here's a video, and we'll come back in a few minutes. Aloha. Greetings, dear friends. My name is Duncan Berry, and I, along with my wife, Melanie, founded the Westwind Stewardship Group. I'm speaking to you from the center of the universe, just across the river from Westwind, and on the banks of the Salmon River estuary. This is a place of extraordinary beauty. We wake up here every day and share our lives with salmon and elk, cougar, bald eagle, raven, and osprey. This is a place where we as human beings are a minority in a majority of wildness. Crossing the river, walking through the dunes, hearing the roar of the surf, feeling the rhythm of a place that moves in a slower, deeper way than our own modern lives. Last year, Westwind hosted over 5,000 people, most of these children and family. This is a time when it's more important than ever that children fall in love with the wild. So as they grow older, they can protect and care for that which they love.
I just feel really comfortable here. It's amazing, awesome, beautiful.
We are going to come back next year.
I'm totally going to come next
Both
year. It
of
was
us.
totally worth it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for donating to Westwind.
Thank you.
Thank you for donating.
A month or so ago, Westwind was ramping up for outdoor school and their upcoming summer programs when the historic and unimaginable happened. The threat of a global pandemic came to the lower Salmon River Valley on the central coast of Oregon, all the way from Wuhan, China. Like so many households, businesses, and nonprofits, Westwind is now facing its ultimate challenge: very little or no revenue for the balance of the year 2020. As some of you may know, the co-founder of the Westwind Stewardship Group is a ukulele event promoter, both at Westwind and in the Hawaiian Islands. And two of her superstar artist performers, Craig Chi and Sarah Maisel, suggested that we have a benefit concert for Westwind featuring some of the outstanding international musical talents that comes to Westwind over the years for the Tunes in the Dunes event. This also was so in keeping with the musical tradition at camp of sitting around the campfire singing that we jumped at the chance. So, we are going to be featuring the ukulele, which is so perfect in this case because it is a happy instrument, lifting our spirits in times of challenge like these, but also reminding us that there is life beyond COVID-19 and that we should take joy in each and every moment. The lineup of musicians that'll be playing includes some of Hawaii's most gifted, two of Canada's brightest lights, and a host of players from around the continental U.S., all of whom are giving their time and talent out of a love for Westwind and its mission. This concert is going to be historic. In closing, I wanted to give a shout out to all the nonprofits around the country and around the world that serve us all, reminding us of what is important and beautiful and meaningful, like Westwind, which is a shining example in our own community. But make no mistake, with the Westwind Stewardship Group is facing is nothing short of survival. So in any way that you can, please come and join us for this happy music and share whatever resources you can with Westwind to make sure it will be there for us when we emerge out of our homes again, and it'll be beautiful and wild and ready to inspire us all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the concert. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that video.
Aloha kako, e komo mai, and welcome everyone. My name is Melanie Berry.
And mine is Duncan Berry.
And together we want to welcome you to Songs of the Wild, a benefit concert for Westwind. We will be your host tonight from our home here on the hill across the river from Westwind, and the tunes will be coming from all the musicians' homes spread out across 6 time zones straight into your home. We're so glad you could join us for this incredible musical evening of happy music, and we love the wild beauty of Westwind, and we love ukuleles. And tonight we are blessed to experience and appreciate both those worlds all at once.
As you just heard in our video, benefit concert is a response to the almost unthinkable shuttering of Westwind last month due to the coronavirus. Just after a long winter when Westwind was opening up for the busy season. But just as Westwind has been there for so many of us, tonight we can be there for her. That's the reason we've all brought together all this sort of incandescent talent together with you as an audience, to celebrate life together and to share whatever resources each of us can with Westwind during this trying time of no revenue.
We see on the live stream that people are joining us from all over North America and beyond. There's someone from Australia, Japan, Canada. Woohoo!
Yeah, it's cool.
So let's imagine that we're all together in the main lodge at Westwind. We're curled up in our little blankets. We've got a big roaring fire and that big stone fireplace behind us. And let's enjoy the incredible lineup of talent that stepped forward to help Westwind tonight. I fell in love with Westwind in 1960 when it was a YWCA camp for young girls. And I attended camp for 12 years. They were the best years of my childhood.
My connection with this landscape is I came to the Salmon River estuary as a 15-year-old commercial fisherman, and I fell in love with this super cute camp counselor that's sitting next to me here 50 years later.
50 years later. Isn't that amazing?
So together we founded the Westwind Stewardship Group and helped raise the funds to purchase the property back in 2006. We thought it might be worth sharing Westwind's vision and mission briefly as the why behind our time together tonight. So Westwind's vision. We dream that all children have access to wild and undeveloped landscapes and are allowed to discover the interconnection, complexity, and splendor of living in balance with natural systems. The mission is we will conserve the Westwind site in perpetuity, foster life-changing outdoor experiences for all children, families, and groups, and promote environmental stewardship as a basis for sustainable living.
I
love it. Yeah.
It's been a joy this past decade to weave my love of Westwind with my delight of playing ukulele music. The artists tonight have all come to Westwind to participate in Tunes in the Dunes, a weekend of magical musical moments and ukulele community.
Yeah, there'd be no concert tonight without music, and no music without our super talented musicians. A heartfelt and deep thank you to Lono Music and Melanie, Heidi and Daniel, James and Anne, Aaron and Nicole, Stephen, Ben, Kate, and Steve, and finally, well, mahalo nui loa to each of you who responded immediately to our request and invite, generously donating their time and your passion for music out of your pure and simple love for this place we call Westwind. And an especially huge hooray for Craig G and Sarah Maisel, who came up with a wild idea for this concert in late March and have been a bedrock of support for this musical miracle. We so appreciate their collaborative spirit, diligence, and creativity in bringing the ukulele community together during this historic time. And they're some kind of wonderful musicians to boot. So, Songs of the Wild. If you have a U-candy, this is the moment when you pull it out and get tuned up if you haven't already.
Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Let's get this party started. We have 3 sets of music tonight with 11 different shining stars. They're bringing their light to your homes, and we hope to be finished by 7, but if we're a little later, the spirit of the music is moving us.
I want to introduce you to our first set of music. It's made up of 3 different acts. Craig and Sarah Maisel coming to us from their home in San Diego. Lono Music joining us from across the waters of the Pacific on our beloved island of Molokai. And Heidi Swinberg and Daniel Ward playing for us tonight from the City of Angels and their home in Los Angeles.
To kick things off, our first artists are a couple of bright lights and outstanding human beings. Craig G and Sarah Maisel.
Yeah.
Back in 2013, I had the good fortune to meet these two when they were just starting a romance. And during our years at Tunes in the Dunes and also in Hawaii with Ukohana, and then here again tonight, what a treat. They are very dear friends. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Craig and Sarah discovered a passion for ukulele together and are known for their complementary styles and vocal harmonies. Their teaching and performing has been featured at international ukulele festivals. They also have an online ukulele school at artistworks.com, which is really worth checking out, especially in these times. Yeah. Their joy for music and teaching follows them wherever they go. As well we have experienced. So hello, Craig and Sarah. Will you two warm up our ears and play us some happy music? Ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic duo of Craig G and Sarah Maisel.
Aloha, I'm Craig G.
And I'm Sarah Maisel, and we are so excited to be here tonight to celebrate the most beautiful place, Westwind. We really, really want to make sure that places like Westwind are around for generations to come. It's in order for, little ones like Cameron to be able to enjoy the beauties of the world and nature that is all around them. It's a magical place, and the folks that take care of the land are a large part of why it is such a beautiful and well-maintained place. So this concert is definitely a huge part in helping to ensure that those folks are still able to continue taking care of the land. We love getting to work with Melanie and Duncan. They're always very conscious about sustainability, and that shows in every event they do, including the awesome Tunes in the Dunes that happens at Westwind.
Yes, and with Westwind hosting so many different programs throughout the year, mainly for children, Tunes in the Dunes for us was for the those of us who were children at heart, and
yes,
we've been with Tunes in the Dunes for a few times, and it's one of my favorite places. Melanie creates a area that just allows you to try different things without fear of being awkward or fear of failure. She gives you a safe place for students and teachers alike to really try new things and to push the boundaries of what we think we're capable of, and we couldn't thank her enough for that.
Absolutely. Both of them, both Melanie and Duncan, are so amazing at creating safe spaces for artists and allowing you to take in the most amazing landscape ever. I know we have several amazing memories, but one of my favorites is actually one that is prior to me even getting to be there. Craig got to go there for Tunes in the Dunes before me, and I remember getting these phone calls from him. He was on the beach. That was the only place he could get cell phone signal so that he could call back to me because we had just started dating. And I think we actually were there just shortly after we got engaged. And that was fun. We had so much fun celebrating our engagement at Westwind with everybody at Tunes in the Dunes.
Yeah, so it definitely has a very special place in our hearts. And one of our favorite things about Tunes in the Dunes is the amount of artists that Duncan and Melanie invite to be a part of it, to teach and to share. And so in that spirit, we're inviting a few friends to join us for a song for tonight's concert. I hope you enjoy. Aloha.
Aloha. Mwah. Kalana Maya Nei A Ulu Palakua E Niki Niki Ahi Ahi Kahomi A Upani Olo Kalana Maya Nei A Ulu Palakua E Niki Niki Ahi Ahi Kahomi A Upani Olo E vehi e ku'ulei A u'ulu palakua Ona ona me ka awapuhi He beauty ma'oli no E vehi e ku'ulei A u'ulu palakua Ona ona me ka awapuhi He beauty ma'oli no
All right, take it away, Brian Tolentino. A special thank you to Brian Tolentino, Herb Otto Jr., Stephen Espinola. Thank you guys so very much for joining us for tonight. Melanie and Duncan, thank you for having us. Thank you to everyone at Westwind and at Tunes in the Dunes. Hope to see you guys soon. Aloha.
Wow, W-O-W. No matter how many times I hear Craig and Sarah play, I'm always moved to big smiles and tears. Thank you, you two. And thank you, Cameron, for sharing Mommy and Daddy with us tonight.
Yes. So for our next act, we have Lono of Lono Music, who is coming to us from the Hawaiian island of Molokai, known as the Pico, or the belly button of the world. Lono is one of the most talented and original songwriters living in the Hawaiian Islands today, hands down. He has created 10 albums, all of them chock full of his own compositions of old-style Hawaiian music, honoring the traditions of this amazing archipelago, from its oceans to its volcanoes and weather, and the history of its kapuna and pre-Tahitians. Check him out at lonomusic.com. Please note that as he plays, he's a lefty, so his ukulele is strung with a G string at the bottom. You try that. We're going to see 2 offerings from him tonight. One with Lono playing and being joined by 3 dancers and members of Melanie, Kim and Richard Markham, also of Molokai, and Sherry Schultz of the neighboring island of Maui. All of whom came to the first Tunes in the Dunes back in 2011. I think Kim was actually the very first person to register for Tunes in the Dunes ever.
Woo!
The Aloha we made together continued for over 8 years on Molokai with our Yuko Hana Molokai event at Pu'ohoku Ranch, offering ukulele and Hawaiian cultural immersion. Just an amazing run there. Tonight they share a story through an original composition of Lono's called Kavalele. And we are getting a special treat in the form of an accompanying hula, which will be depicting a magical experience with Mo'ula Falls at the end of Halaba Valley on Molokai's east end. This will be followed by another song by Lono, which is his sweet song, 9 of Diamonds. So here's to Stardust in Each Other's Eyes. We love you, Lono. Take us away to Molokai.
Now a song from Molokai, Halava Valley, titled Kawailele, featuring our dancers, Melanie, Kim, and Richard Markham, Molokai. And from Maui, Sherry. Makakau. Wailele. There you go. Kim and Richard Markham of Molokai, and Sherry from Maui. Aloha, Westwind. Welcome everybody to Molokai. This is Lono of Lono Music. And this is my Dan Ryerson Molokai born made ukulele. Got a song for you from all of us here at Westwind. I'll gaze into the night sky and see all the diamonds lit up silently, and the moon that will rise, and then realize we are stardust in each other's eyes. We're all made up of all the universe has known. Take the long and the winding road home, a path that is taken alone. Far away they will hear, somewhere over horizons, when legends and stories are told. The songs and the memories of gold in 2110. We all need some place to stay as the days and nights fade away, and the years go by oh so fast, and change is a constant reminder we are the same. We are the same. It's okay if we treat each other well. It's okay if we had a bad day. It's okay if we sing out, play ukulele. Maybe that's what we needed to hear. Maybe that's why the people are here, to hear a sweet song. We all need some place to stay as the days and the nights fade away, and the years go by oh so fast, and change is a constant reminder we are the same. We are the same. Thank you, Westwind. Aloha.
Mahalo, 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 Lono, Kim, Richard, and Sherry of Melanay. You are in our hearts no matter how many miles there are between us. Mahalo. Bringing home our first set is Heidi Swenberg and Daniel Ward, who have created a deep and loyal fan base by believing in the power of social music and the important place the ukulele has in bringing us all together. They love to travel the world, performing and teaching all ages how to play and how to sing in harmony. All the while recording several CDs, a host of videos, writing instructional booklets, and feature magazine articles in Ukulele Magazine. Heidi was born in Hawaii and received her first ukulele from the Hawaiian Easter Bunny at 5. She also has an infectious laugh and an irrepressible spirit. Daniel's unique style of flamenco, classical, to rocking riffs comes from a 30-year career as a guitarist. You can continue to enjoy their music, storytelling, and humor on their Facebook page and Ukulele Tutorials websites. Please welcome our two bright spirits into your home, Heidi Swenberg and Daniel Ward. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hi there, Daniel Ward here,
I'm Heidi Swedberg.
and we are delighted to be part of this concert for Westwind. Westwind is a magical place. It really is. Being there for Tunes in the Dunes was a great time. My best memory of it is really the whole thing, except for this one thing that happened. Duncan led us down to the beautiful cave that you can walk in when the tide goes out, and everyone takes off their shoes, of course, and the tide came in a little earlier than we thought, and I came back and my shoe was headed out to sea.
Yeah, and someone had only brought one pair of shoes.
So luckily enough, the next wave actually pulled it back in onto the beach, and I was able to run out and grab it and come back. But I think by the end of the night, it ended up in a verse in one of the open mics. But great fun.
Yeah. We loved Tunes in the Dunes. For me, the most amazing, magical part, besides the Revenge of the Sea God on Daniel's shoes, was having friends come and bring their whole families. We had some friends who came from Arizona, and their kids came from Alaska, and I can't even remember where, but they had these 2 cabins up on the hill, and we'd hike up to magical happy hour and just the joy of seeing families able to come together and sing together and make music together in such a beautiful place. It was an amazing gift.
So our gift today is going to be 3 songs. We're going to start with an Afro-Cuban thing that we just picked up and we love it. Zun Zun is the name of the song. We've kind of changed it with all this going online to Zoom Zoom. Zoom Zoom Baba Ye.
Zoom Zoom Baba Ye. Zoom Zoom is it's an onomatopoeia. It's the sound of the little bird, La Pájaro Lindo, pretty little bird of the morning. I think I can hear some birds singing right now.
Yep.
Not sure if the mic's picking that up. Pájaro Lindo de la Madrugada. This is call and response.
Welcome to sing along with us.
Zoom, 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 Baba Ye.
Zoom 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 Baba Ye.
Zoom, 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 Baba Ye.
Zoom 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 Baba Ye.
Pájaro lindo de la madrugada.
Pájaro lindo de la madrugada.
Zoom, 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 Baba Ye.
Zoom 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 Baba Ye.
Zoom, 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 Baba Ye.
Zoom 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 Baba Ye. Pájaro lindo de la madrugada. Pájaro lindo de la madrugada.
Pájaro lindo.
Zoom Zoom.
Pájaro lindo.
Zoom Zoom.
Pájaro lindo.
Zoom Zoom.
Pájaro lindo.
2, 3, 4. Zoom, 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 And you've got a brand new one that you want to sing as well, don't you?
I do. I love this song. This is the Michel Legrand song. We lost Michel Legrand this last year.
Mm-hmm.
I love this song. It always touches me, and I'm just learning it. So, so why not share it now?
Some good lyrics for right now too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. When lonely feelings chill the meadows of your mind, just think when winter comes, can spring be far behind? Beneath the deepest snows, the secret of a rose is merely that it knows you must believe in spring, just as a tree is sure its leaves will reappear. It knows its emptiness is just a time of year. The frozen mountain dreams of April's melting streams, how crystal clear it seems. You must believe in spring. You must believe in love and trust it's on its way. Just as the sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May, so in a world of snows, where people come and go, and what you think you know, you can't be certain of you.
doesn't come in a minute. Sometimes it doesn't come at all. I only know that when I'm in it isn't silly. Love isn't silly. Love isn't silly at all. There's nothing wrong with that. All the best. Delighted to be on this concert. Enjoy.
That was too cool. Thank you, Heidi and Daniel, for transporting us with your beautiful harmonies and playing. And also for being there for Westwind tonight. Mwah. So that wraps things up, folks. We hope you had an incredible time tonight at Songs for the Wild. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? We're only a third of the way through? That was only the first set? Oh my gosh.
Yay. Quite the wealth of ukulele riches we are experiencing tonight. Also, these three acts really highlight how the ukulele can transport us to so many different places and musical traditions. It's like a tiny international ambassador opening doors and entertaining and teaching us all around the world. We are going to take a break between our second and our third set to share a few images of Westwind and some links with you. But right now, we want to keep the music flowing and dive right into the next set.
Yeah.
This set also features three acts. James Hill and Anne Janelle, who actually make this an official international ukulele concert as they come to us from their home in the Far East of Canada, that is, Nova Scotia. Then we will visit with Erin Nicole Kime from right here in our backyard in Oregon at Hood River. And then we will point the compass south and visit with Stephen Espinola at his home in the Bay Area to round out the set. One of the blessings of this concert is that we have had so many couples performing with us tonight. And families, couples, families, friends, who all make their lives out of music. Harmony on their instruments and in their homes, marriages and families. Just what the world needs right now. More than ever, examples of harmony in our lives together. James Hill and Anne Janelle are a ukulele cello duo that have brought their signature mix of tunes, songs, and stories to audiences around the world. In concert, they teach in communities, they share their passions for music with humor, innovation, and harmonies that will dazzle you. I first met James and Anne in 2011 at the Hawaiian Music Camp on the Big Island, where I was inviting them to come and perform at Tunes in the Dunes. They got engaged in 2012 and came to Tunes in the Dunes and have returned several times. During the Great Fires of 2016 in Oregon, they came to stay with us for a while when their performance had been canceled at the Sisters Music Festival. And we really enjoyed having the three of them, the family, James, Ann, and Alder, during this rare time together. Yes. They are both so unique in their talent with instrumentally and vocally, and when they come together, it's always remarkable. Gold Standard comes to mind when we think of these two. Yes. They have won awards for both their solo as well as collaborative albums, which feature their original and arresting songwriting. Recently, James has launched Uketropolis, a ukulele site with his mini courses, and it is such a joy to learn ukulele from him at that site. So as always, with excitement, I introduce these two artists. I give you James Hill and Anne Janelle.
My Westwind memory is the river crossing. Just something I've done a few times and I always look forward to. There's something about rivers in general, but especially that one. And I don't know, it puts you in touch with the long, very long history of the earth and how the earth moves and heals itself, how rivers provide life to so many things. And to be crossing the river, of course, is such a metaphorical thing for us humans. And to be crossing that particular river brings back a lot of feelings and good memories. This is a brand new song called The Earth is a Rock. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The earth is a rock. 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 Well, dinosaurs come and dinosaurs go. Might have been a meteorite. I don't know. If there's nuclear winter outside your window, unplug the TV and just let it snow. And when we poison all the rivers and we burn all the rubber and money is the only thing left in the cupboard, here's a little ditty for all you tree huggers to keep your spirits up as the ship goes under. The earth is a rock. 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 She gives so much and gets so little. It's a wonder she hasn't gone soft in the middle. The earth is a rock. The earth is a rock. I'll take one. Well, you got hurricanes and you got climate change and you got bombs falling like acid rain. The train is going like a bat out of hell. An invisible hand has put me under a spell. But don't worry, baby, if the night seems long. The planet spins on and on and on. She was here before us, she'll be here when we're gone. So everybody sing the chorus of the song. The earth is a rock. 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 She gives so much and gets so little. It's a wonder she hasn't gone soft in the middle. The earth is a rock. The earth is a rock. I'll take one. night. I don't know. In the meantime, drink up and bask in the glow and soak up the rays on your patio. And even if we're just a little flash in the pan, you can still reach out, take your neighbor by the hand, 'cause together we fall, together we stand. And doesn't everybody go back to the land? The earth is a rock. 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 Keep going on that. The earth is a rock. 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 The earth is a rock.
I have so many wonderful memories of Westwind, especially the food. But one of my favorite times, actually, upon reflection, is the massed orchestra. And this was something that was kind of a crazy idea we cooked up, an unusual thing, and everyone got their own special little part to play, and everybody got together in the big mess hall and performed music all together. So this was a very special moment for us to feel the community that is Westwind, but also to translate that into music and having everybody playing together as one organism was very, very inspiring. One, 2, 3, 4.
We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change.
Who's gonna feed the crying babies, sharing the wealth and fair exchange?
We're gonna feed the crying babies. We can make a change. We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change.
Who's gonna make the earth more fertile, working with everything in range?
We're gonna make the earth more fertile. We can make a change. We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change.
Who's gonna see the truth upon us, so many wrongs to rearrange?
We're gonna see the truth upon us. We can make a change. We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change. We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change.
Just voices.
We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change. We're gonna do this all together through all the tough and stormy weather. We're gonna do this all together. We can make a change.
Oh dear, I think you need to help him with his hair next shoot. You can be his hairstylist and my makeup artist. How about that? I think that was maybe the best. As well.
What do you think?
You can do everything. I do. I think so.
Everything I need.
Awesome. Amazing.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Oh.
Dishes too?
Yeah.
This is the one, but not in the bed.
You are hired.
Well, that's all right. Dishes anytime would be.
You know, you both just showed us that music goes where words cannot. I am speechless, you guys. Thank you, Alders, Mommy, and Daddy, for all that you bring to this world and for being there for Westwind tonight. So we're coming back to the Pacific Northwest now to hear the Songs of the Wild from another super talented young couple. At this time, hails from Hood River, Oregon. The Quiet Americans, Aaron and Nicole Kime. They live an artistic life in this Hood River, Oregon, which is up along the Columbia River, making music with a deep connection to folk music traditions, building musical instruments, writing books, crafting folk art, and raising their son, Henry, maybe the greatest of all their creations. They have been a huge support to us organizing Tunes in the Dunes over the past 6 years. One year they came down just to play in the concert because of James and Ann's travels being delayed in Nashville. Aaron builds musical instruments at Beansprout Musical Instruments, and Nicole's art is at Marmalade Creations. This family annually donates a ukulele made from wood that comes from Westwind that is auctioned over the weekend to benefit Westwind. Very, very, very special. Thank you, you guys. Their YouTube Music Time with Kimes features Nicole's wonderful voice and art, and dear Henry and Aaron's sincere accompaniment on the ukulele. This is one of Aaron's ukuleles from when he worked with Miyamoe, a ukulele company. It's a beautiful little soprano that I play and love dearly. It's a very, very fine instrument. But for now, let's be transported down the old trails and family barns and familiar haunts of rural America with Aaron and Nicole Kime.
Hi everyone, we're Aaron, Nicole, and Henry Kime, and we're here in Hood River, Oregon with you tonight.
We're happy to be a part of this event to benefit Camp Westwind. Camp Westwind has been really important to us in our family. We've been there 5 or 6 times? How many?
5 or 6.
5 or 6 times for Tunes in the Dunes ukulele weekend. And it has been a place of peace and healing and important nature experiences for us and our family. For me, one important thing about it is I've been lucky enough to get lots of pieces of wood from it, which I've been able to use to build musical instruments. So that connection to the land is super important to us for sure. Henry, do you want to talk about what happened last year when you were there?
Yeah, it was funny. So I was just walking in the sand back from walking by the ocean. Me and my dad walked back, and I saw this thing slithering in the sand, and I said, "Dad, Dad!" And he just did that, and he tried to chase it, and he got it, and he gave it to me, and I just.
And what was it?
A snake.
It was a snake. Had you ever held a live snake before?
Nope. First one I found.
First one he found in the wild, and it was at Westwind.
And we had to teach a class the next period, and Henry sat by himself on a bench and held and played with a snake for the whole class.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
It was definitely a transformative experience for him.
What kind of snake was it?
It was a garter snake, I think.
Yeah.
But it didn't have that light green stripe on it.
Oh, that's right. Well, we'll do
It was all dark brown.
Well, maybe we'll do some research and figure it out.
Yeah. And I think also for our family, coming to Westwind just feels like coming to a different home. Even the first time that Aaron and I went before Henry was born, it just felt like a magical place, and truly magical things happen there. And experiences and the people that you interact with and the nature that you interact with is just like no other.
And being able to open up the doors of the or the windows of the cabin and listen to the ocean at night, we all sleep better. Even this guy.
And we don't need to use my rain sounds, right?
Right, because we have ocean sounds.
Yeah, we have got the real thing, so we don't even need to put it on.
Oh yeah!
Okay, thanks, Henry.
Okay, we're
gonna bye.
So in keeping with the theme of finding places that we love, we'd like to sing a song for you called Something to Love by Jason Isbell.
Something to love, something song to sing, a tale to tell, something to love, it'll serve you well. I was born in a tiny northern town. I grew up with all my family around, and we played music on the porch on Sunday nights. Old men with old guitars drinking Miller Lite, old women harmonizing with the wind, but singing softly to the Savior like a friend. They taught me how to make the chords and sing the words. I'm still singing like that great speckled bird. I hope you find something to love, something to do, and you feel like giving up. A song to sing, a tale to tell, something to love, it'll serve you well. Tonight we're laying on a blanket in the yard. The air is cold, the sky is dark, and the ground is hard. But your mama loves to count the stars at night. So if I get a little chill, that's alright. I hope you find something to love, something to do, and you feel like giving up. A song to sing, a tale to tell, something to love, it'll serve you well. You were born on a late hot summer day. We turned you loose, trying to stay out of your way. I don't quite recognize this world that you'll call home. Just find what makes you happy, son, and do it till you're gone. I hope you find something to love, something to do when you feel like giving up. A song to sing, a tale to tell, something to love, it'll serve you well. Something to love, it'll serve you well. Another important experience that we had at Camp Westwind was one summer where we had a really terrible wildfire season, and we had many weeks without rain. And during the final closing concert for the weekend, the first rain of the season blew in from the ocean, and at the end of that we got to get back in our cars and follow the rain back home to alleviate some of the stress on our part of the world. And so this song always reminds us of that. This is Wading Through Deep Water, and the lyrics are real simple. I bet you can pick up and sing along with us at home. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm wading through deep water, trying to get home. I'm wading through deep water, trying to get home. Oh, I'm wading through deep water. I'm wading through deep water. I'm wading through deep water, trying to get home. And I'm going to see my mama when I get home. And I'm going to mama when I get home, home, home. I'm going to see my mama. I'm going to see my mama. I'm going to see my mama when I get home. And I'm climbing big tall mountains trying to get home. I'm climbing big tall mountains trying to get home. I'm climbing big tall mountains. I'm climbing big tall mountains. And I'm climbing big tall mountains trying to get home. And I'm walking through deep valleys trying to get home. I'm walking through deep valleys trying to get home, home, home. I'm walking through deep valleys. I'm walking through deep valleys. I'm walking through deep valleys trying to get home. 'Cause I'm wading through deep water, trying to get home. I'm wading through deep water, trying to get home. And I'm wading through deep water. I'm wading through deep water. I'm wading through deep water, trying to get home. Trying to get home, trying to get home, trying to get home.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for donating to Westwind, and thank you to Melanie and Duncan for all that you do for that beautiful land, and for musicians like us.
And the 2 bookmarks.
Oh yeah, they just sent in recent bookmarks.
Yahoo! What fun.
Yeah.
I always feel like dancing when I hear and see Aaron and Nicole. I love the sing-along. Thank you. These two are the real thing. They're kind, they're creative, and they're very generous inside. Thank you both. And hi, Henry.
Hey, Henry.
So are you ready for some smooth like honey traditional Hawaiian vocals?
Yes. Stephen Espinola and his family have come to the tunes the past 3 years, bringing a really refreshing new sound to traditional Hawaiian music with Stephen's beautiful vocals and melodies. He and his wife are outstanding teachers and have taught hula, Hawaiian strums, and the vocal art of leo kiki, which is a traditional Hawaiian falsetto. The Espinola Ohana shares their aloha and music that connects us to the heartbeat of Hawaii. Stephen transports us to the Hawaii of yesterday with a mix of old standards and modern originals with his soaring falsetto vocals, nahe-nahe slack key guitar, and rhythmic ukulele. Get ready for real island style, because here comes Stephen.
Cool. We are the Espanola Ohana. I'm Stephen Espanola. This is my wife April and our daughter Kavena. Westwind is a truly incredible place to experience and a place that has deeply impacted our lives over the past 4 years. We want to send a big virtual aloha and hug to Melanie, Duncan, and the entire staff of Westwind for making each visit a magical one. For those of you watching tonight's concert, please consider making a charitable donation of any amount to this beautiful, life-changing place. Any kokua is much appreciated. Mahalo. Aloha, I'd like to send this song personally to Melanie and Duncan. I know they love Moloka'i so much. This is a beautiful song, one of my favorites from that beautiful place. And I actually have some ohana that live near here, a place called Kalamaula. And I'll send this out to Melanie and Duncan. Aheshu e maoli no ia me ke ona o ona me kanani Aheshu e maoli no e me ke ona o ona e me kanani Aina ua kaulana I ka ho'o pula me kanani Haina mahi tapuana ia e hoi mai kau me kanani Haina mahi kapuana ia e hoi mai tau me kanani I like to do this song, a song I wrote for my wife, April Hokulani Espanola. And the both of us, along with our daughter, have spent the last few years going up to Westwind, and it has truly become a part of our na'au. I'd like to send this one out to all of you. A song that I wrote called Hokulani, which means Heavenly Star. On kahimeano e no like ole koi ona hoku o kalani au he avale oe huipo a ole he no like me oe no kale hapapua Hawaii o imihiva oe e tapua imimilia e mele no kuleli no kale hapapua Hawaii o imihiva oe e tapua imimilia e mele no kuleli au he avale oe huipo a ole he no like me oe haina mai ana tapuana kahimea ho he no like ole koi ona hoku o kalani haina mai ana tapuana kahimea ho he no like ole koi ona hoku o kalani ona hoku o kalani ona hoku o kalani aloha.
Oh, don't stop, Stephen, please. Heaven comes to earth with your vocal cords.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing them with us for a good cause tonight.
Yeah.
Our love goes out to you and April and Kavena.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Yeah. So this is that break between the second and third sets we mentioned earlier. And we're going to take a moment just to remind ourselves of what an incredibly special place Westwind is by sharing a very brief set of images from you that we created a couple years ago called This is Westwind. So we're going to tee that up now for your viewing pleasure. this is Westwind. What an incredible place with an incredible tradition. Just seeing those images of such physical beauty mixed with so many also equally beautiful humans enjoying the wild is just very special. So one other piece in this break that we wanted to mention to you is that I have a site called By Land, By Sea, By Air, which has about 10 years worth of aerial photographs and underwater photographs of Westwind, and also gyotaku, or Japanese folk art, fish prints and other prints from the Westwind site. And for another month, the month of May, we are turning the site over. All profits go directly to Westwind. We've already raised a pretty good amount in April, thanks to all of you. But if you'd like to take a piece of Westwind home with you, consider these large, beautiful photographs, or some of the creatures that live there. And they could be on your wall and be a window into the world of Westwind that you could take home with you. So check out bylandbyseabyAir.com.
Hold on to your caps, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to be joined by the one, the only, the illustrious Mr. Ben Bottom. Fresh from the banks of the Hood River. Ben is
my favorite ukulele ping pong playing buddy, where we have more than once regaled crowds by playing chords with this very ukulele, while at the same time having lively volleys back and forth on the front deck of the lodge with expensive and beautiful instruments that Ben helps make.
Can you hand me the Weissborn?
Sure.
Ben Bottom of Hoppa, Hillbillies, BPT, and Trash Can Joe fame is a first-rate showman and accomplished player of guitar, slide guitar, and ukulele. He's often accompanied at Tunes in the Dunes by his musical friends who manage the sound and lighting system, provide vocals and backup, and musical jams on the porch and late into the night. Hello, Ronnie and Carrie. This Renaissance guy is also a renowned instrument builder. He just finished repairing my grandmother's 1928 Weissenborn Style 2 slide guitar. He took it apart, he made 4 copies with resonators, and here is my old one back. Isn't it beautiful? 1928.
Ben is going to take us on one of his idiosyncratic musical rides, so jump in, buckle up, and hold on. Here's Ben Bonham, folks.
Hello everybody, that's me, and I'm just tickled pink to be part of this fabulous Westwind virtual extravaganza. Well, I may be tickled pink, but my toes are turning blue. That water is seriously cold, and it's not surprising as it was snow just moments ago. That's the Hood River, and I'm sitting on the west bank just down below my house. What was snow and is now water flows past here and on downstream for about 7 miles till it reaches the town of Hood River. There it will join the mighty Columbia River and it will lazily drift west down through the Columbia River Gorge, past Portland and all the way west to Astoria. And in Astoria, my little piece of water will mix in with the Pacific Ocean, and the current will eventually take it to a very, very special beach out on the Oregon coast. Westwind really is a magical place. I'm pretty sure it exists outside of space and time. And you can tell that from the very first step you take, barefoot of course, onto its golden sands. Well, I got a song for you. I decided I'd get some people to help. But I want to sing this song just really to say that, I like Westwind. I really, really like Westwind. have such loving ways. Hey, hey, I like you, 'cause you are so neat and sweet and cute and everything that I like. Start loving, get that smile, start hugging. Oh, oh, the big green eyes hypnotize every time I look at you. Hey, hey, they just seem to thrill me through and through. You bet they do. I must admit that it is true. I throw a fit when I see you. I like you 'cause you have such loving ways. Hey, hey. I like you, 'cause you have such loving ways. Hey, hey, I like you, 'cause you are so neat and sweet and cute and everything that I like. Start loving, get that smile, start hugging. Oh, oh, the big green eyes hypnotize every time I look at you. Hey, hey, they just seem to thrill me through and through. You bet they do, but I must admit that it is true. I throw a fit when I see you. I like you 'cause you have such loving ways. Hey, hey, yes, I like you 'cause you have such loving ways. Hey, hey.
Okay, wait. Okay, go.
Mr. Bonham, you always leave us with a smile. Thanks for being our friend, fellow Oregonian, and supporter of Westwind tonight. So, what do we have next, young lady? We have two very unusual fellow Oregonians from Portland, Oregon. And this is going to be a brief clip from yet another musical duo couple, Kate Power and Steve Einhorn, known as both the Quality Folk and the Portlanders. They come from a rich and long tradition of American folk singers, and Kate and Steve have built community through music wherever they go. Currently, they're hosting a weekly Zoom dojo class to continue the tradition of a weekly evening in their home that's been going for years. Now, Kate and Steve were one of the first to believe in this crazy project called Tunes in the Dunes and have been steady performers and supporters ever since. They chose to share this moment as their contribution tonight. It's a rare clip that captures a once-in-a-lifetime Westwind performance between these two singers and players and Lono at the Tunes in the Dunes event in 2015. Sitting in front of the fireplace that many of us know so well, they teamed up on a 16th century Scottish ballad that many of you might recognize. But the difference here is that Lono sings an accompaniment in Hawaiian, with hula being performed by Sherry Schultz. Chicken Skin. There was not a dry eye in the house that night. More Westwind magic. So here is The Water is Wide, performed by Kate Power, Steve Einhorn, and Lono.
With all the music here each night, all of us met down there, all the musicians were there. So we sat there and had our own little sharing of music with Bill and Steve. And so I happened to record Kate and Steve doing this song. And I had the Hawaiian version, but I didn't hear the English version. When I heard this beautiful lady sing the song, I was really touched. For 5 years I've been listening to that recording, just listening to it. Sometimes I go to sleep, I listen to Kate sing, and I hear Jim's playing. So this weekend to see all the sisters here doing this song is an awesome treat. And so tonight, I always thought about, what if I had her sing and I could infuse the lion in there? And tonight is our opportunity. And then we have our dancer here, Shelly. Came. So we're going to try and put it together in this first time that ever been done.
Water is wide, I cannot cross over. Neither have I two wings to fly. Give me your boat that can carry two. And we both shall row. I love and I. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as this love I'm in. I know not I sing or swim. For love is gentle, and love is kind. The sweetest flower, when first it's new, love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like the morning. The water is wide, I cannot cross over. Neither have I two wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and we both shall row. I love and and we both shall row. My love and
Thank you, Kate and Steve
Yeah.
and Lono and Sherry. That was a magical moment that we'll all remember. And I've seen so many couples take that English and Hawaiian and continue to perform it in different venues around.
You really started something that night.
Thank you. Well, there's a special place in our hearts for this next artist. He's a lover of stones, and his center of gravity is slow down like them. He's a giant taproot into his island home and the generations that have made him and the islands where they are. He has been our teacher and friend and inspires us continually with the depth and joy of his original music.
Amen.
Walt Kiale is a musician, an activist, a poet, a kahu, a storyteller, a husband and a father.
All those things.
He comes from a revered Hawaiian musical family, including his cousin brother Is. We have been blessed to collaborate with him at Westwind and in Hawaii. His story is rooted in the Hawaiian traditions of Nihau, where his mother's family has been for over 1,000 years. And then his father's Arkansas family migrated to the rich farmland of the San Joaquin Valley during the Dust Bowl years. In his music, you hear the sounds of Nihau, influences from his uncle Mo Kiale, the bluegrass of the Dust Bowl, and the Latin rhythms of cumbia and ranchera.
He has created several unique albums: Kavalona, Ride the Sun, and Aina Kaula, Motherland, and won the Nahoku Hana Award for the Group of the Year with Kaukahi in 2007. His latest album, Hanumoku, Bury Me, reflects his latest intellectual, spiritual, and Aina land stewardship pursuits, with each song representing one of the 9 elements spoken of his family: the sun, moon, fresh and salt water, creator, human beings, wind, fire, land, ancestors, and guardians. This is going to be good. His music reminds us that there are still people, places, and moments that conjure sacred times and bring them forward. So, Westwind Ohana, here is a kapuna, an extraordinary player and singer from the islands, kapuna Walt Kiale. Take it away, Walt.
How's it, Westwind? Aloha. Kiale here. I'm really stoked to be able to share with you a few songs. I love Westwind, and there's many places I feel like I can go anywhere on the planet, and everywhere I've been, I just love the land I'm in. And but this is where I'm from, Hawaii. But where I've been at Westwind, I love that place because Hawaiians have been there and Polynesians have been there. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But my trip there a couple of years ago, Tunes in the Dunes, was just powerful, and it just got capped off with the most amazing experience with Duncan cruising up on the mountain right behind the lodge. And so I just want to sing a couple songs, a few songs to just honor land and to honor that specific space, by the river, the estuary. And so the song goes out to you guys. Hey, thank you, Duncan and Melody. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all you do.
This song comes from the island of Niihau. It's a song that my auntie Emily Ali Kayan sang. She loved to sing it. It was written by her mother, Auntie Emily Wailiula. And but of course, Niihau songs, a lot of the Niihau songs, most of them have many verses, and they won't play them on the radio because there's like 12 verses, or in some cases 18 and 20 verses. And thankfully, at least in this case, Auntie Emilia, she really only liked the first verse the best. It just was very special to her, the first verse of this song, and so I recorded it. Auntie Emilia was my mom's favorite, best friend, cousin. You know, you're plenty cousins, but usually there's only one that kind of sits in this space, and Auntie Emilia was her closest friend and cousin. So she wrote this, or sang this song. When I first moved home to Hawaii, I had been raised on the Big Island of California, and I spent all my growing up years there and spent my college years and my early teaching years in Oregon, not far from Westwind. We only discovered Westwind a couple of years ago, so it's my favorite place in Oregon now. And when I was learning, my kupuna, my aunties and uncles who taught me when I first got home would take me all over the mountains of Waianae. And so I wanted to compose a song that would remember some of the wise things that they said. Olelo no Eau, we call them. Wise sayings that have withstood the test of time, that have been repeated over and over and over again in the Waianae area, which was settled about 900 years ago by people from Ni'ihau. And so it was and is still part of our ancestral homelands too. And so I wrote this song. Each verse has a particular olelo no eau. The main one, the first one, is Kalae hikine aloha vale. So when we see the sun, our families, we consider the sun the mako okane. So it's the eye of the Creator. So as soon as we see the sun every day, we know the Creator is watching over us with aloha and love, unconditional love. And so the saying says, when the sun arrives, there is nothing but love. Aloha vale. Here's a song, Nani o Ka'ala. Nani o Ka'ala, mauna ki e ki e. Kalai hikine, aloha vale. Nani o Ka'ala, mauna ki e ki e. Kalai hikine, aloha vale. Ili vale mai uko, una oele. Loli kawai, loli kaola. Ulali lali oi, ke ake kulai ni. Ohala pualena, ele no makoi. Alai ka ele kumau mao, makali hola. Makahoa kala, ila mapua. Kaamamua olahi, makaala nui. Huanai amai, aloha vale. Kaamamua olahi, makaala nui. Huanai amai, aloha vale. Huanai amai, aloha vale. Huanai amai, aloha vale. Nani o Ka'ala. I'll close with this song, Bury Me. I wrote it after visiting a burial place, a family burial place, and seeing our ali'i, our kahuna, laid out in a circle, head to head, their feet facing the sky and their bodies facing the sky, and their skulls turned gently into the soil, into the ground, facing down. And I asked my uncle, why that way? And he said, these were such extraordinary leaders, extraordinary people that fed our people and took care and taught us aloha so richly that even after they're gone, we're not allowed to see their faces. They're so sacred to us. And so I wrote this song thinking about my own life and about us, all of us, would we live the kind of lives that would warrant that kind of treatment even after we're gone? So, song Bury Me. Bless you guys. I have to tell the story of how Duncan and I we went up to the top of the hill behind Westwind. And just as we put our feet on the trail, a couple of eagles right there, talking story, inviting us in, giving us the kaya and the como, to sing, come inside. And so we went up to the stones that are up there where I believe it's a shrine, a fishing shrine built by our people. Looks exactly like one and two that I know of. So anyway, here's a song, Bury Me. Will they bury me with my head face down, with my feet pointing up to the sky? All the stars will swim right before my eyes. As round and around they go by. Will they bury me with my head face down, with my feet pointing up to the sky? All the stars will swim right before my eyes. As round and around they go by. I will whisper every lonely name to all the warriors who stand by, waiting for their voices to come home off the shelves where their sweet bones lie. If they should come across my circle, promise you'll put me away. I've got some haunting left inside of me. Look away. They should come across my circle, promise you'll put me away. I've got some haunting left inside of me. Look away, look away. Will they bury me with my head face down, with my feet pointing up to the sky? All the stars will swim right before my eyes. As round and round they go by. Round and round they go by. Round and round they go by. All right, Westwind. Aloha, all you friends and family, ohana of Westwind. God bless you. Aloha.
Hello, all.
Aloha. Here we are again. What a blessing for all the music and stories we have heard tonight. Thank you.
And well, thank you for being such a strong, grounded kapuna spirit walking amongst us. Come back to the motherland of Westwind and see us soon.
Songs for the Wild.
Whew. Wow.
What a glorious time we had together. Chicken skin, tears, dancing, all the things. We sure appreciated our beautiful musicians with their strings and the dancers and the beautiful voices. It has been a feast.
A feast indeed.
Tonight for us. Thank you.
Hey, remember that this concert is shareable, so please do so with those that you love. A giant and heartfelt thank you to everyone that donated before and during the concert. We'd raised almost $6,000 even before we started tonight. Our fundraising efforts will not rest until we see Westwind into calm waters. So please share your resources and links to this concert and to bylandbyseabyAir.com. We'd also like to take a moment to express our gratitude to Richard and Merle Wright of Future Post Media for their expert help with the videos for this event, and the collaboration of Amy Carlo of the Westwind Stewardship Group, who has been there every step of the way with us, and to the music makers without whom the world would be a much quieter and much duller place. Please visit the website of these amazing artists you've just spent the evening with, and continue to enjoy their work with online classes, Facebook, YouTube. James and Ann will be offering an online concert series every Wednesday in May at 12 p.m. Pacific. Craig and Sarah's online classes, Music Time with the Kimes. Visit Heidi and Daniel on Facebook, Stephen on his YouTube channel, Kate and Steve, their dojo Zoom, etc., etc. Stay connected. I look forward to seeing you on the sands of Westwind some bright day in the future. Mwah.
Mwah. And in closing, I'd love to paraphrase a poem of Rumi that I often say as we end our Tunes in the Dunes. The sweet songs that we shared with each other are stored in the secret heart of heaven. And one day, like rain, they will fall upon the earth, and our mystery will grow green throughout the world. And because of your generosity with us tonight, like rain falling, thousands of children and families and ukulele players will be able to enjoy the wild beauty and the programs at Westwind for many years to come.
Amen. On behalf of the Westwind Stewardship Group,
the two of us would like to say aloha, mahalo, and hui ho.
Our love goes out to each and every one of you. Good night. Thank you so much for being with us.
Take care. Be safe. We love you.